Welcome back to Outlaw Woodworking. Today we're back on building a house by yourself, little video series, and today I'm going to show you how I flash a window using the zip system. And I probably use more tape than I really need to, but it's the way I do it. And yeah, let me show you how I do it. You can see I've already installed a few windows. Actually, I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got about 10 windows installed. There's a lot of windows on this for this little house. That's a lot of windows. But I'm going to show you how I go about flashing it and how I install them by myself. Sometimes when they're really big, it can be a little hard, but I'll show you. We're going to actually use the excavator with the forks to get it up in the air, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and install that window right there, and I'm going to show you the whole procedure that I use to flash the window. Let's get started.
There he goes, it's a working man. He's trying to make a living any way he can, and he'll break his back for $1 or $2. Oh, there ain't no shame in what he do. Oh, work it out.
Okay, right here's this is the stretch tape. And what I like to do is I like to have it roll up each side about 6 inches. So I'll pre-cut this first. Doesn't have to be exact, but I usually try to roll it up the wall pretty good ways. 6 inches is about the minimum, really. Now this stretch tape is real sticky, so what you want to do, you kind of want to start it on the end. Some guys will cut it in half so it's easier to deal with. I like to have it just one piece, because if it's I don't know, something about a sill, it's really meant to be one piece. And what I'll do is I'll start peeling off. The nice thing is it has 2 different spots, so you can actually start it. And what I do is you can see right through it, and I kind of line it up right there. And then I just come up the wall, jam it in the corner really good first. And then what I do is I work my way down, keeping it as straight as I can on that wall. And about every 12 inches I'll kind of go ahead and smooth it a little bit. It's hard to have them perfect because it's such a sticky, stretchy material that even your motion when you're pulling the tape off, you're starting to stretch it. But I'll kind of follow along and just pull a little bit of the tape at a time. So you can see it kind of started stretching there a little bit. And wrinkles aren't going to kill you, but I try my best not to have them on there. And I find that if I do like 8 or 10 inches at a time and then just smooth it out with my hand, it seems to work pretty good. And this one's actually going pretty good. See right here, it's kind of going off a little bit. I like that it's kind of see-through. That way I can see this edge and I can see how far I am out. And I'm just going to peel the rest of this off and hope that I can get this. See, it's already started to wrinkle a little bit over there. And jam it in the corner real good. Let's see if we can't get this one wrinkle out of here. And there you go, the wide part's in. Now you start on the stretch. Now what we want to do is hopefully you can see this video. This is the first time using a chest camera. Now what I like to do, I like to pull it down about that much, and then I grab the corner and just stretch it out. You don't have to stretch it too far. Just get it out there. And of course, the bottom is, you don't have to stretch this bottom. Really, you just need to stretch in the corners. And that makes for a really nice pen. This stretch tape is actually pretty expensive. I think I paid, and I was surprised how much it was. It's like $200 a roll, which is really expensive compared to what I used to use. But I do like it does work really well. So again, right here, I'll grab this corner, stretch it out, and there you go. One nice one-piece pan. And now what we'll do is we'll get our roller and roll this first, and then I'll show you how to do the sides. Okay, right here I'm using a zip approved roller. It has a little Z's in it. And you don't have to push super firm, but you want to be able to just get any air bubbles out of there if you can. Maybe roll the little corners a little bit. Okay, that's it for the stretch tape. Now when we take the regular zip tape, and I usually, some people might think that this is a waste of tape, but I tend to I like to run down this edge, and basically I'll go halfway, about an inch and a half, and I'll run that down. Run that down over the stretch tape, and then I'll fold that in. And this is kind of just protecting the inside corner of this wood and the zip sheeting. And I'll roll that too. And I'll do the other side the same. About halfway. Go ahead and fold that in. Again, we're just protecting the corner. And it gives the window something nice to flash to also. Now I do the same thing on the top. Gonna just hang it over there. Cut a little slit on each side and just fold that up in there. And then I'll roll that also. Okay, now that basically is how I prep it for the window. And now what we'll do is we'll caulk this whole edge. I don't caulk the bottom, but I'll caulk the two sides and the top, and then we'll put this window up here. Right here, you can see I got the window on my excavator, and I'm actually going to lift it up there with the excavator. The video for this footage didn't download, so you're not going to see me lifting it up with the excavator. But that's how I got it up there, and then I basically muscled it into that window opening. And that's where we start. Okay, right off the bat, I know that my reveal coming down both sides, I checked that with the outside frame, so I know I'm right where I want to be here. But I did notice when I had the level on it, actually that's pretty much perfect. So I don't need to shim this one at all. It's going to sit perfect. Could possibly come up just one little hair. So we'll go ahead and put we'll see if we can't lift this up just a little bit. I don't want to go too much because then, right there. Now if you look in that level, that's dead nuts. So now what we need to do is I've already got one screw holding it from falling out. So now what we need to do is go outside and screw this whole thing off. And there's probably 100 screws. I like these flathead screws because they have kind of a nice flat head on them, and the tape runs over them a little bit nicer. Okay, once all the screws are in, I'm going to flash each side, the two sides first, using the same zip tape. And I go up about the width of the tape. Try to keep it as smooth as possible. And then I roll it. And do the other side. And do the same thing, roll it. Okay, next up we do a piece across the top. You might be thinking, how come you haven't taped that yet? It's because I haven't been up high enough. But once I get up, usually when I get the scaffolding, I start taping all these higher spots. And I'll do the same thing. Overlap that one. And same thing, roll it. And that's it for that install. Now, usually right away I'll remove these. That way I don't forget to remove these off the windows. Now some guys they actually will caulk the bottom and tape the bottom also. But I leave this bottom open, and what we do on the inside, we'll put backer rod stuffed all on the inside, and then we'll also caulk the inside with a sealant all the way around, so that inside will be sealed to this outside. So if the window ever does leak, we want it to come out on the face of this and basically get out. And yeah, that's the basic install. Well, I'm gonna get busy while I'm up on the scaffolding and tape these other joints. And there you go. How to install a window by yourself, how to flash one. Obviously this video is for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, building a house by yourself, it's not that bad if you have some equipment and stuff. Like that window, this window was easier than that window, because this window, I could get it right up there with the forks on my tool cat and put it right in. But because that one's so high, you know, you gotta muscle that thing in there. That's a tough one to do. These other ones up here, they're gonna be, I think there's 4 or 5, might be 5 of them, separate ones up there, that'll actually just get joined together. I think with one mulligan or something. in the center. But yeah, I got a lot of zip tape still left to do up high. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, like the video if you like it, and yeah, I will see you next time. Later.
There he goes, it's a working man. He's trying to make a living any way he can. And he'll break his back for $1 or $2.